All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP community. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about none other than XRP itself, some groundbreaking information coming out, some opinions, especially, the stuff that I'm going to share with you in this update. But let's take a closer look and see what is happening with the broader market first and foremost, especially as we are going into Saturday morning. So, over the course of the last few days, as we know, altcoins have been feeling the love, and that is continuously playing out despite Bitcoin dominance. Yes, guys, dominance was able to break towards a new yearly high. Absolutely insane, I know, but if you've been watching the channel over the course of the last few days, and of course if you're a regular viewer, you know this is something I've been speaking about. So still, despite dominance picking up the way it is, altcoins still feeling the love, especially if you look at it on the weekly time frame. You could really see how much gains are being made across the board. As far as XRP is concerned, it's up 11%. And I know some people are going to say, oh, it's not up that much, but that is beautiful. Obviously, you're looking at the likes of Popcat, you're looking at some other coins that are up double digits. If you're not diversifying your portfolio, then it's only on you at the end of the day. But let's get into the topic. Before I do that, though, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. There is something very interesting happening with the price, specifically as of recording this update. And of course, when I give you guys the visuals, I will explain what that really is. So, Stewart has responded to the announcement, of course, that came out earlier. The news, I would say, not an announcement because, of course, it wasn't any groundbreaking news. It's, pretty much people in the community that are kind of starting to ask these questions that are just not making absolute sense. And you can see Stewart has given his opinion regarding this, and, they have kept it very professional. So this is what Stewart says. Ripple's case is over, but the fair notice defense is still alive for others. The SEC cites the 2017 Dow report as industry noticed that crypto asset securities are subject to the U.S. securities law. 7 years later, the SEC apologizes to the federal judge. Surely a person of at least ordinary intelligence for the confusion it invited by using the inherently unclear term. And of course, I could not agree more. And there's so many questions that are, continuously asked, from the crypto community. How is XRP a security? It just doesn't make sense. And I spoke about this in the update that I, brought you guys earlier yesterday. Speaking that, is this planned? Is there something bigger that they see? The fact that they're calling specifically XRP a security. But things just don't make sense. They don't make sense. And Crypto Inside UK, said this: Madness Stewart, fair play to you all for being so professional about such an absurd situation. We as a community were and still are with you every step of the way. I could not agree more. The XRP community, again, if you're a regular viewer on the channel, especially to my day ones, I've shared the story a million times, but I'll share it again. XRP was the first coin that I got into back in 2016. This is the coin that got me that massive, gain back in 2018. And yes, I did end up losing all those gains because, of course, I made wrong decisions over the time. But, it was worth it, and it has a very special place in my heart. And again, if you have been here from the beginning, I've said that from the get-go. And the XRP community, they don't play around. It is one of the biggest communities without a doubt, in terms of crypto. So let's continue to take a look at what's happening. You can see Crypto Inside posted this, but Ripple X, obviously they tweeted this: the Built on XRPL series is back. In this episode, we feature Ava, the head of strategic partnerships and corporate developments at Bitstamp. And, this is what Ava says: we're seeing global demand growing for cross-border payments. And that's where the XRPL really helps, right? And again, the trolls are going to come out and specifically say, where was XRPL a few years ago? But a few years ago, some of these entities that are showing attention to blockchain right now, or tokenization, like biggest asset manager, BlackRock. These guys were pretty skeptical at that price point. I'm sorry, at that point. Now they're kind of seeing the potential blockchain really has. And speaking about cross-border payments, and speaking about stable coins, that is stable coins. I've never seen stable coins being emphasized this much as to how much we have seen over the course of the last 2024 year, which has been pretty much more than half of year is already gone. We're coming up to the last 3 months, which is absolutely insane to even think about. It feels like yesterday that the year started. But the landscape is switching right now. And again, BRICS is to launch their own stable coin. Let that sink in. BRICS is to launch their own stablecoin, and that just tells you how much the landscape is really changing. So absolutely crazy stuff to think about. And Brad Garlinghouse, so of course, to the grayscale announcement, this is what Brad Garlinghouse had to say. The Ripple executive later added that he was pleasantly surprised to see the announcement. As I've said before, with the XRP having regulatory clarity in the US and other countries, I expect it's only a matter of time for the space to grow, he said. And it's already growing. With all due fairness, it's already growing at a tremendous rate. And speaking about the ETFs, people speak about there's so many big projects, such as Solana, such as Cardano, such as even meme coins. People are like, are we going to see Wall Street see these ETFs, trading on Wall Street? And I've been saying, yes, why wouldn't they? Do you think these investors, these retail investors are going to these massive institutions saying, yeah, we just want exposure into Bitcoin or Ethereum? Absolutely not. They want the other coins. They want the other coins. And of course, most of the people don't really know how to make accounts, keep their private keys safe, wallets, all that stuff. And this is where ETF comes and changes the game. And this is what Brad Garlinghouse had to say. Garlinghouse repeatedly stated that the launch of such product was inevitable. The Ripple executive claimed that the investors would not want to have a single asset exposure. He drew parallels between crypto and precious metals, arguing that gold investors might also want to get access to silver. Very interesting. Do let me know your thoughts down below. But what is the interesting thing that I mentioned that happened with XRP? So of course, first and foremost, look what happened with the dominance index. We saw triple retest over the course of the last 1 month. Finally, you saw the dominance index actually breaking towards a new yearly high, which is absolutely crazy to think about, but not something that will come as a surprise on the Crypto ZX channel, because this is something I've been emphasizing. Bitcoin, on the other hand, let's give it a refresh live. So Bitcoin did end up, retesting the psychological key resistance at 60K. We saw it actually go up to $60,500. Obviously, saw a little bit of a retracement since then, but it's holding at the neckline of the support itself. So, nonetheless, Bitcoin is looking absolutely amazing. And again, just a few days more, FOMC meeting is coming up, and that is also heating things up in terms of, people speculating that, we're going to see a rate cut happening. And again, obviously, it's not confirmed yet, but that is what's happening, and I think that is a huge catalyst behind this move. But what is interesting with XRP's price that I want to point out is the fact that, as you know, Bitcoin dominance is sitting at a new yearly high. But what XRP has been able to do is it actually is outpacing it in Bitcoin comparative as well as USD comparative, showing momentum on its side. And, due to this announcement that has come out earlier, and again, not announcement, these findings that have been circulating within the community has really got a lot of people thinking, are we actually going to see an appeal? A lot of people in the community are saying that's not going to happen. But again, you cannot have too much certainty, because there's still about 2.5 weeks left for that time period of the appeal. But what the craziest thing that I want you guys to understand is the fact that you did see that wick that I spoke about actually fell in, and as of now we are seeing XRP sitting above that key resistance, showing us strength against Bitcoin as of now, which is of course really nice to see. But we're going to take it one step at a time. I do want to know from you guys in the comments as to what you think. Of course, as you know, in terms of me getting excited, the confirmation level where I think excitement will kick in is the 78.6, the blue zone for XRP. And again, if you want to put that into perspective, that is a move of about 20.4%. But let me know down below what you guys are doing right now for XRP and what excites you the most, of course. And yeah, love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.